Always a good sign. So we are sitting in 11th place in the Major League Fishing BFL on Guntersville. I got one more day of this tournament, so I'm going to give you the full recap tomorrow with all my baits, what I was doing, and what I basically figured out in practice, and how that developed into the tournament. If you want to learn more about how I'm catching 20 pounds on Guntersville, come back tomorrow. I'm going to give you everything, give it all away. But man, what a day today. I can't believe it, to be honest. Finally, we have a really good day on Guntersville on tournament day. So putting a lot of work in this summer, a lot of work in the spring to learn how to catch these fish. And I'm really starting to figure it out because these last few years in the fall have been really tough on me. So hopefully we learned something today. Hopefully I can teach you guys in the coming days about it. But we got one more day. So we're going to go out there tomorrow. We're going to get something to eat right now, but we're going to go out there tomorrow and try to win this tournament. So I'll give you the full rundown tomorrow. Welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all for hanging with me on this Saturday. We fished the Choo Choo Division BFL today on Lake Guntersville. We had 20 pounds, which was a blessing, truly a really good day because I haven't caught 20 pounds in a BFL in like 7 years. So that felt really good to weigh in a 20 rack. And, you know, it was just one of those days where fishing changed. It improved, obviously, from what I was seeing in practice. I really didn't feel like I was going to have a great day. I really didn't know, and had a good morning, had a good 10 to 12, good lunchtime bite. They just bit all day, and they were kind of everywhere I fished. So I didn't make any genius decisions. I didn't make any brilliant moves where I called an audible. My areas just kind of got better. I don't necessarily know what happened because everywhere I went, I caught fish. So it was just kind of one of those days where I couldn't do any wrong. I could kind of feel it happening. First couple of frog bites I had this morning, but I caught my fish today, frogging and flipping like everyone does in Guntersville this time of year. And I just haven't spent enough time in the past looking for that bite. I like to flip that jig if you watch any of my videos. And that just kind of goes away once we get into this part of the year. So it was all about frogging and flipping, 20 pounds, and we are fishing tomorrow. So this is a 2-day tournament. I don't know what to expect tomorrow. I got some fish, I think, left, but we may call an audible tomorrow. You know, I've told myself before this tournament, do not get sucked into the same area and just go and die in the same area. That's happened to me many a times in these multi-day tournaments where you just fall in love with one spot and are afraid to leave. You've got to be willing to take chances. I think I can catch some fish in there tomorrow, but 20 pounds I think is going to be tough because some of those fish are resident, some of the fish were new, but is there going to be another 20 pounds in there tomorrow? That's going to be tough. So we're going to give it till about lunchtime and then run somewhere completely else to try to win this thing because it's not out of reach. You know, it's crazy. We're in this time where you catch 17, 18 pounds, even in the fall with the scope. You got to keep catching them because if you don't, you know, I had like 18 pounds fairly early, but I knew if I came in with 18 pounds, I probably wasn't going to have a chance at winning this tournament. So the scope is putting pressure on everybody. I didn't use my transducer. My unit broke like a few weeks ago, and I haven't been able to get a new one. So no transducer today, 20 pounds, old school fishing on Lake Guntersville. We are going to give it everything we got tomorrow, and we're going to try to win this thing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the water.